Hello guys, 4-star here, and we're here with the rest of Week 7's games here. I wanted to condense them this time in one longish video here for Week 8. I know I did the first few games, but this is going to be the rest of the games. I believe I did Barcelona and Frankfurt already, so I'm ready to just give all these videos out to you in one condensed highlight video. So hope you guys like it and like and subscribe. Alright, so our first highlight here is London versus Hamburg. And Hamburg is 1-4 and they need desperately a win here to get back up on the standings here. Unfortunately, they can't get anything down on their first drive, so they settle for a field goal here by Lamarcus Dockett. London comes down the field after their first drive and gets a big score there by the big man Jacobs. Van Dexter with a beautiful pass on the short. Another drive stalled for Hamburg, and they get another field goal, this time a long one, and Lamarcus Dockett 2 for 2. Nothing doing for London's last drive, so we give it back to Hamburg, and they had a long, methodical drive, ending up with a big touchdown right down the night. Billy Hendrickson, another touchdown down on the boards, and finally getting on the board and ending their drive with a touchdown. Another drive here for London, and London, they have Boone wide open with a big throw and a beautiful throw by Van Dexter. Unfortunately, they couldn't get anything done, and they settled for a field goal. It's 13-10 now. But here we go. Jameer Williams, one of the highlight players of the season, he goes down the field, and he gets about 30 yards on that run, getting them down to the red zone. Unfortunately, once again, can't get anything done, and they have to settle for 3 again. 3 for 3 for Lamarcus Dockett. 16-10 here. Van Dexter with a play-action fake and fakes the whole defense there as Boone is wide open for yet another big catch. That's another one for him. They get down the field, and they go down to the goal line at the beginning of the fourth, and Platt seals it up with a touchdown there. A great drive going down the field. Now, I just had to show you guys this one as they were going for the extra point to take the lead. Flanagan took the liberty of silencing the Hamburg crowd. What disrespect from a kicker, no less, man. Just whispering and telling them to shut up as we got this game down. Fife comes in after Hendrickson gets injured and throws it right down the middle of the field to Martinez. Martinez with a big catch and one of his first catches of the day. Giving it to Jameer Williams, and look at this move right here. Oh, that is a beautiful spin by Jameer Williams, getting another first down. 3rd and 15, and Hendrickson comes back on the field. Looking down the field, he's throwing it right down to Martinez, and he dropped it. Let's take another look at that one, right into the breadbasket in front of 2 shorter defenders. Martinez just has to get that one. This time they awkwardly settle for a punt here. Fake field goal punt there. It was about a 55-yarder, and I believe he got Lamarcus Dockett it was 3 of 3. He was on fire, but they're gonna instantly regret that as Platt goes just the distance to seal the game with no timeouts left. The London Monarchs survive and get another one of the season. 17-16 was the victory. And here's our second bout of the day: Rhein versus Berlin. Rhein right now 3-2, sitting comfortably, and they start off the drive here. Gives it to Grantmont off a screen, but he takes a big, huge hit in that rainy weather. He slips up and loses the ball. That was a clear fumble, and it's going to be Berlin's ball. Berlin going down the field. MVP candidate Kalen Blair throws it right down the field to McCready, and that's going to be first of his many touchdowns in this slobber knocker in this shootout game. But that was a perfect throw right to McCready, and they started off the game 7-0. Here we go, and we give it to C.J. Jones, the return specialist, and he finds a golden lane as he goes right down the field. The only person behind him is the kicker. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown, and they get on the board in a spectacular way. 7-7 is a tie ball game. Well, the Berlin Thunder go down the field, and they make a long, methodical drive, but they get down the field, and they score. Touchdown. Gives it right to his tight end, Gordon, and that is touchdown number 2 for Kalen Blair, man. He's going to have a lot of those today, like I said before. Giving it back to Jones again, this time 101 yards, and all he had to do was run straight. Give a little bit of moves there. Has a hurdle, but nobody's catching him. Once again, going all the way down the field for a touchdown. This time, the Rhein Fire scored 2 back-to-back touchdowns and tied the game once again off of a special teams return for a touchdown. Kalen Blair punt faking. He's taking up too much time and he takes a big sack. This time it's 3rd and 23. Kalen Blair dropping back. He sees his man Larry Parrish on a one-on-one, gives him just enough separation, and using the referee as a pick, gets a big first down. They're going to keep going down this field here. He's rolling right, throws it all the way down, but it's tipped and is intercepted by Wooden, and that is his first mistake, and basically his only mistake, as Wooden goes down the field, gives him some good field position. Mizanin throws it, but he gives it right back to Diaz, and they cannot capitalize on their interception, so Diaz will give them the ball back. Blair dropping back to pass. He's got some time, and he throws it to Gordon. Once again, giving it to Gordon, and that's his 3rd touchdown of the evening. Like I said, he's just going to keep on going. This was one hell of a shootout for the Thunder as they needed this win. Mizanin, they pick up the blitz and a miscue by the safety. He tries to go all out for that interception, but Hastings picks it up and he gets the touchdown. And they tie the game once again. Johnson this time, he's going to be C.J. Jones. He's trying to imitate him, and he has a wide open lane. All he had to do was run straight forward. He gets a touchdown, and it is now 28-21. Another shootout game here. Mizanin not trying to be overtaken here by Kalen Blair. Throws a little bit off balance pass, but gives it to Hastings, and he gets enough separation to go all the way down for a one-play drive touchdown Fire as they tie the game 28-28. But another quick drive here. Kalen Blair throws it down to Larry Parrish, one of his best receivers, and he gets his 8th, I believe it was 8th touchdown of the season, throwing it right to him. And another touchdown for Kalen Blair. That is 4 in the day. Fire don't do anything on their last drive, so they give it right back to Blair, and he gets it right down the field once again, throwing it right to his fullback Kennedy, who they left wide open, and that's touchdown number 5, folks. That was almost enough to bring them down, but Mizanin is not going down without a fight. The Fire go down the field and score with Joey Grantmont, one of the best rookies of the league. He's definitely going to be picked up in the BFL draft that I'm going to do later this year, but they give the ball right back to them. Holcomb finally coming out and getting a run, and he just gets enough to end the game, 35-42. What a game! As we're going to take a look at the stats of both players, it's going to be 5 touchdowns for Kalen Blair, and an amazing game for him. And we're going to give it up to Mars Mizanin as well, 3 touchdowns for him, and then C.J. Jones. What a wonderful 2 kick returns for touchdowns to keep his team in the game. What an amazing game it was for the Rhein Fire, but just couldn't get enough, and they will go 3-3. So in our last game of the week, Amsterdam is undefeated. Was going to take on Cologne. They start off the game off strong, but Hunter McFarland, their MVP running back, fumbles the ball on one of the first plays of the game. So they give the ball up to Tyrone Hastings. Tyrone Hastings doesn't do much with it as he fades it out, and it gets intercepted by Gilbert. You're going to be hearing his name a lot during this highlight. Hastings drops back again after the drive. They can't do anything with it. They give it down to Super. He goes all the way down the field inside the 15 as they're going down the field trying to score. 3rd and goal this time. Hastings trying to get into the end zone. He drops back. Can't find anyone. Rolls to the right, but ends up getting sacked on the play by Adams. And it will be 4th and goal. They're going to kick the field goal and get their 3 points and get up out of there. It's 3-0 at this time, but Amsterdam responds back with a long drive, and they give it to Hunter McFarland, who redeems himself after that fumble and gets a quick touchdown. Here's Hastings gives it up to Galloway off of a screenplay, and he breaks the tackle, goes all the way down the field, and it seemingly looks like it's inside the 20. But Amsterdam does a smart call as they try to challenge the play, as in fact they get it right as Galloway stepped out of bounds and will get the first down. But on the very next play, Hastings throws a fade route and gives it right to Gilbert again as he gets his second INT of the game. And he's not done yet, folks. He's not going to be done yet. But this time, Hansen gets the ball, throws it right into Moore's face, and that is the third interception between these two quarterbacks. Another pick, and it was a very, very sloppy first half here. But Cologne actually takes advantage of the interception, and Tyrone Hastings gets a QB sneak to end the drive. This time, they give it to Gilbert, and he already has 2 INTs in the game, so he might as well make it a kick return for a touchdown. He drives himself all the way to the left hash, and he goes all the way down the field, scoring on a 96-yard return for a TD. Hastings with a play-action play and gives it to Schultz, and he just gets it out of bounds, but he could have made it all the way to the end zone after that whiff tackle. But we're concerned about the time. But it doesn't matter as Hastings throws it right down the middle to Allen, and he gets the lead here. What a big, big play. It's halftime, and it was an action-packed first half, 17-14 on this one. Hastings takes too much time in the pocket, and he gets sacked on the play. So after that, they don't have an advantage, so they punt the ball, giving Amsterdam a lot of good field position. Hansen throws it right to his man. I believe that was Thomas, and he got the touchdown there. Easy score for them. But Galloway is pissed off, and he gets an angry run as he hurdles over the defender, breaks a tackle, and dives into the end zone for a big score. What a touchdown there. Hurdles over the man, gets the score. A big run there, and they needed that one in the worst way. They score, and I believe they take back that lead with that one. Yep, it's 21-24. Play action fake there, gives it to McKinney, and he has a lot of green in front of him. Unfortunately, he ain't the fastest guy in the world, so he gets inside the 20 there and gives them a great field position for a score here. Hansen dropping it back, throws it right down the middle, and their version of Gilbert gets the interception. The safety lurking in the end zone with the logo, and he was basically hidden in there, and he gets the interception. Hastings, they drive down the field easy, but Travis Schultz, one of the best tight ends in the game, drops the game-sealing touchdown there, and they have to settle for 3, making it only a 6-point game. Amsterdam trying to keep their undefeated streak alive. Hansen throws it to McFarland. McFarland dives to the 1-yard line as they hurry back up to the line and try to score here. Hansen gives a fullback fake and gives it to McFarland as he gets his second touchdown of the game. And it feels like with just only a few seconds left, they won this game. But the second place Cologne Centurions say no, no, no as they throw it right to Michelin. And he goes all the way down the field, overcommitting. Cornerbacks mess it up, and they score with only 13 seconds left. And that one seals the game, but we have one more play left. The Hail Mary for Hansen. He's looking, he's throwing it deep, but it cannot get caught, and it's batted away. That was one hell of a game, but the Centurions overthrow the undefeated Admirals 33-28. With our player of the games being Tyrone Hastings. He had 2 touchdowns and over 300 yards. 2 INTs made it a sloppy game. But Avery Henson just couldn't get it done. I believe only 1 touchdown of the day and 2 INTs. And that seals the deal for their undefeated streak. Alright, so here are the standings after week 8. We have the Admirals and the Centurions both 6-1. With the Claymores, Fire, Monarchs, and Berlin Thunder all having a 4-way tie for second place. All 3-3. They're going to be fighting for that playoff spot. Then we have the Frankfurt Galaxy at 2-4. The Barcelona Dragons and the Hamburg Sea Devils rounded out at 1-5. It's a very competitive season right now, especially for that third and fourth place spots. And the Centurions basically overtake the Admirals here with first place, even though I know that the standings say otherwise. But right now, Centurions do have the top spot. So individual stats here for the league, we have the passing leader Connor Grant, 13 touchdowns, 4 INTs. I believe he has the least amount of INTs among active quarterbacks. If I am right here, yeah, Connor Grant and Jamie Van Dexter do. The most touchdowns here, Kalen Blair and Tyrone Hastings, both quarterbacks playing out of their minds. Hastings with 21 TDs, 8 INTs, man, still competitive and still one of the candidates for MVP. Kalen Blair as well, 22 touchdowns, 8 INTs with only a few less yards, about 170 more, 170 less than Tyrone Hastings here. Connor Grant, a sleeper pick for one of the players that has just been poised and accident free. 13 touchdowns, 4 INTs. Avery Henson, 12 touchdowns, 5 INTs. Mars Benzanin, 10 touchdowns, 6 INTs. Ortega, 10 of 8. Very, very balanced season. I like it. And some really good stats. Some really balanced stats. Hunter McFarland, 12 touchdowns, 700 yards. Still one of the Russian leaders. Got 2 this week. Jared Cohen is right behind him with 8 touchdowns. Jameer Williams with 7 and 400 yards. Sam Hastings and Jermaine Price both have the most receptions this season, 24 each. With Larry Parrish getting his 8th touchdown and Vasco Laurent getting his 7th this season. Both receivers doing extraordinarily well. Glenn Gordon, 9 receptions, 5 touchdowns as a tight end. And Hunter McFarland, another MVP. He is in the league. He is in the lead for MVP. 238 yards, 5 TDs. Add on to those 12 TDs he has on rushing. You have 17 TDs, most out of any non-quarterback. On the defensive stock, we still have Damian Perez with 4 INTs. I believe he got 3 that first week, so he's still up there. Osbury with 3. Jason Gilbert with 3 this time, but Lance Gilbert caught up to him with 2 INTs that game as well. Jamarcus Page with 3. We have a lot of guys have 3 interceptions. LeBron Turner, 6 sacks with Mo Quinn. 6 sacks today. 6 sacks this year. Definitely vying for that defensive player of the year. 32 tackles for Kendrick Erickson. He also has 2 INTs. The kicking game, Carlos Henriquez, 14 field goal attempts, 13 made. Ernie Flanagan with the perfect record. JJ Moss, 6 of 7. Marcus Dockett, 5 of 5. Eric Conway, a lot of guys still perfect this season. And on the kick return game, Lance Gilbert, once again, his fourth of the season. He's having a great year as probably one of the best defensive slash returners in the league. Marco Johnson with 3. I believe he got one this week. CJ Jones with his first 2, getting there and scoring for his team and almost winning it just by himself. And that is basically the season as of right now. Week 9 will come soon. And I just want to thank everybody for watching this long video. I know this is probably one of my longest videos here with the addition of this clip right here. But I hope you guys like this method that I'm doing, this weekly recap of the league here. I think that it is a way more condensed way of showing the videos and not just doing it one at a time. And it's just a little bit easier this way, a little bit more condensed. And I think I personally like this way, but I want to see what you guys are thinking about it. I do not have the schedule at the top of my head here, but I believe our next game is Frankfurt in Berlin. The Thunder take on the Galaxy, and the Monarchs take on the Dragons. Hamburg, Cologne, Rhein, and the Claymores Admirals have a bye week. So the Cologne Centurions can definitely take that first place spot here in week 7. This is week 7. I'm sorry. This is week 7 going into week 8. So this will be great. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.